Alright, howdy and welcome all to the Shadow Demon Vodcast. I'm your host, Shadow Demon. Today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod installed. Currently looking for the commander here at Camp McCarran, so that way I can get the quest to hunt people. Hey there, Fleet King. Welcome to the stream. Trying to go find the assassination targets, which that guy might be outside. While I'm in here, I will pick up, if possible, the quest to deal with the doctors.
Go right ahead, trooper.
Oh yeah, they like me enough that I can make use of the monorail to whatchamacallit, Vegas itself. Might be on the first floor. Can't play with those.
Wish I could have been there.
Accessible.
What an asshole.
And this is the jail cells. Alright. Anything of interest? Nope. Yes, we'll take a look, see what's on this floor.
Something. Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder. What can we do for you at Camp McCarran? You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word. Yeah, on top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Alright.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Alright. So that's the spy.
You're new. I'm Angela Williams. Were you just looking around, or... You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22? Wonderful. Straight to it, then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin? All right. Straight to the point. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlocked the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated. Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? Best.
Alright.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job? I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs? But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead. I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Alright. So I can take care of Vault 22 as well. Now then. Gotta find the guys who are putting up the bounties. The Fiend leaders. Fairly certain it's people here. Troopers. No one around here. No one in this tent. Lots of empty tents.
One of the Ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Man, I could loot them for everything they've got.
Girl, you are some grade A poon. Anybody ever tell you that? Yeah? So what? I could take a bullet in the skull tomorrow. I haven't got time to take it slow and subtle. I see somebody I like, I go ahead and tell her. That's about the only thing that the horn dog males get right. Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty. Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, well, we can't all be heartless shitheads, right? Yeah, I always scare off the hot ones.
Hey,
We won't go quiet.
what can I do for you? We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling. If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military. We're the finest sniper.
Okay. I thought he was the one to get the bounties
Howdy.
from.
Name Sterling, first recon. Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Huh. Thought it was this group, but I guess not.
Wish I could. Hey there, miss. Ten of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
He's not it.
Looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. Soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
I need to find Daughtry. I think he's the one. Finding the man is difficult. Don't think he's over here. There he is.
Bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends. Damn right I am, and I'm paying bounties. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you? Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nephi. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Fairly certain I've killed Violet and Cook.
That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list. Let me see the scumbag's head. God damn it. That's Violet, all right. You've made me one happy son of a bitch, you know that? Here, this is the bounty I put on her head. It's yours. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away. You killed another one. Let me have a look at the head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. That's 2 psychopaths dead. If you can bring down the 3rd, there's a bonus in it for you. You've got some guts, I'll give you that. Nephi is one tough son of a bitch. You let him get close, and he'll take your head off. My advice is this. Talk to Lieutenant Gorobets. He's in charge of Alpha Team, 1st Recon. Snipers. If you're lucky, you can lure Nephi into the open and the sharpshooters can bring him down. You bring me the head, you'll still get the bounty. It's a better bet than trying to take Nephi one-on-one, but it's your call. Out in the yard. Only thing... Just bring me...
Alright. Now then, I should have a quest marker for Driver Nephi. I'm solely hunting him so that I can get his golf club. We'll start off at New Vegas Steel. Also equip a weapon. Now let's go hunt Driver Nephi. hunting with 50 cal incendiary is probably a little bit of overkill. No, wait. I will take the stim pack. Snag the bottle cap. Alright. Gotta watch making headshots, because I don't want to ruin the head. Missed that one. That was a bit of a long shot, though. Just a basic fiend. Yep, I have set Driver Defy on fire. He's got a bit of health, though.
You're out here somewhere.
There we go.
Someone must be...
They didn't know what hit him. Alright. You can fast travel back to Camp McCarran. And turn in Driver Defy's quest. Get a little bit of extra money, and then go take care of Mr. House.
Still working on that last bounty? If that's true, that'd be the last of them. Well, well, well. Driver Defy. Nothing to say, you son of a bitch? No tips on my golf swing? Lost a lot of good men to this psychopath. Morale's gonna be better now that he's gone. Here's the bounty I promised. I guess we can send first recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those three scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers. And you bring them down alone. Wish I had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Alright. Now then. That's why I didn't kill Driver Defy. Alright. I caught his golf club with the 50 cal round. Let's go get some stuff repaired, because my armor is basically broken, and the golf club I need to beat up Mr. House is broken. There we go.
Will sir be staying for... sir be staying for any very...
Alright, real quick. Just gonna offload some stuff that I don't need. And then pick up some more 50 cal rounds if there are any. Excellent. Let's test out the golf club. Time to do under new management. First, I gotta take care of hydration.
Where to, partner?
Alright, residential suite, I think. Nope,
Where to, partner?
it's the penthouse.
Penthouse floor.
Goodbye.
Searching. Searching. Engaging. Relocating.
Alright. Got that open. To the control room.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
It's just business.
Personal gain. What you sought. Should have done as asked. May there be a hell for you, a Tartarus, bleak, unending.
data. There we go. He's got a big-winded speech for whoever killed him. Now to install the Yes Man.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else? Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful! Let's go!
Alright.
I bought my wife a little car here in New Vegas. And
I have now I'm going to take control. Dang it. Wrong thing.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. See you soon. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? The Securitrons at the fort are on standby. I see a status log here confirming that the Mark II OS upgrade installed correctly. They'll be all set to go once we boost my transmitting power and bring them online with the network. But we'll worry about that later. Please, go on.
I need to go finish off the Immortus. Alright, well, I've got a golf club. Might as well take out the Immortus with that.
Time to party.
One down.
Time to party.
Gotcha.
Floor manager dealt with. Thug dealt with. Nope, that was a prostitute.
You're gonna pay for that.
That's not good.
Help! No!
You're gonna pay for that.
Just gotta find the rest of their leadership.
Mincemeat out of you. I'm hit!
You're gonna pay for that.
Oh, I'm sticking around here.
Whoops. him.
Make mincemeat out of you.
Don't walk away. Let me show you the time of your life.
Yeah, it's a dumb idea for us, dude. I'm beating people to death with a golf club. Nope. Not sure who else I need to hunt down.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna kick you. Fuck this shit.
You're gonna pay for that!
There we go. Oh, that was just a bartender.
Time to party.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I cleared everyone out of here. Huh. Main level, suites. Let's head back to the main level. Check here. Let's try the... oh, wait. Nope, no one hiding in the bathroom. No one hiding there. Yep.
The tops is a...
Okay. So that definitely wasn't it.
Fuck this shit.
You don't care about the bartender. Let's check out here in the courtyard.
Watch out!
Hot damn, do I love this place.
Just gonna casually sit there.
Like booze and sex. That's why I always come back.
Doesn't look like there's anyone out here that I need to kill.
No way I'm sticking around here. Getting the fuck out of here.
don't lose karma for killing the bartender, so I don't care. And
This place smells like booze
nope.
and sex.
I think I've already been in here. Yeah. Dealt with all of this. Yep. And I've dealt with everything here. So I don't know who's left.
This.
All right, well. Guess I'll just step outside onto the strip again.
Hey there, friend. A bit of my stock and... Take a look at the...
All right. We'll head back into the Lucky 38. And tell them, oops, every time. And we'll tell Yes Man to not worry about it.
An entire or please. You got it. That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Notre Dame. I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale, but according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Great. A ranger named Graham has been placed in charge of security for the president's visit. You'll want to talk to him. Once the president is safe, there's one more thing for you to take care of. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to make its move.
Alright. So I got the substation and save President Kimball. But let's head to Vault 22 and complete this quest. I forget what level she's on. We're just going to take this nice and slow. Go floor by floor. Okay, apparently that thing exploded. Or explodes. Oh. I need to go a different way. I've got to go through the cave section to get there. Check this floor out. About to break this golf club too. I need her key to get through the cave door. Luckily, they're easy to kill. Just turn on the light. Alright, I pick out a different weapon as I'm about to break the golf club. Let's smack him with Old Glory. And I need food. Dog steaks will do the trick. Fairly certain I've pretty much looted this entire place already. We'll take the flamer fuel just in case. There we go. Alright. Definitely take the pre-war money. There we go. Alright, so the common area is cleared out again. Down the pest control. Nice and easy to beat all of these. I have no idea where Keeley is. Let's see if I can find my way into the cave. Damn it. There we go. Oh look, giant ant. Legendary rat ant annihilated. Okay, so something exploded on me. I have to be careful where I'm swinging, apparently. Found her.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you? Ah, she's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help. Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Alright. There we go. I probably should just come straight down to pest control.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
Alright. Mutant ant dealt with.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin? You really have a one-track mind, you know that? Anyway, listen up. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast. Good.
Alright. Not what I wanted. Do I have anything I can use to ignite it? I mean, I got incendiary rounds. That might do the trick. Nope. maybe... I wonder. There we go. Now I just gotta ignite the gas without blowing myself up. Okay, that was close. Luckily, I had a auto stim pack and lots of armor. Oh, and endurance.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased. I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here. Indeed. This should only take a minute. Just a few more moments and... That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash. How do you figure that? I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what paths of research not to follow. All right. You convinced me. Take the files back to that buffoon. You make a good point. But I still honestly hope you know what you're doing. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
All right. Nice and easy. But Camp Karen. Turn in the quest. And deal with the Legion spy next. Lay the groundwork so that way I can have a nice easy run at Hoover Dam.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you. Thanks again.
All right.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you. Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal. I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine. The only question is whether the data is still intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part. Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't
bullshit.
A band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
Yeah, and that's why. I mean, he just did all that decryption without a terminal. Oh, right. I don't have a grenade. That's loud. Well, 4. I apparently failed the quest because of that. Oh well. Let's do this quest. Nope. Down here, so there's got to be a door I haven't explored.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago. You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
All right. Ask about suspicious activity.
With House dead, we'll have Vegas annexed before the year's out.
Nope. Gotta find named characters to talk to. Couple of random troopers.
Did the Colonel send you? I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain. Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too. Ma'am, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Alright. I will potentially hunt that corpse down. Let's see if I can fix the food problem.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not... and I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up? That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you? Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers. Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Alright.
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up. I don't know. Try the various trade... Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Alright.
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us. The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it. What? Come.
Alright. I can at least potentially fix this.
Hey, back for sec. Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me. Thanks again.
Alright. And I might do the rest of this.
First recon's at Camp 4 New Hope. Now we've got 2.
Alright. Time to find some commanders to talk to. I think they're all outside here.
Wish Contreras is holding out on you. I know he's got more to sell.
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
Alright. I thought they were outside. Nope. Apparently the two guys I need to talk to are in the building. Should pay more attention to my my little notifications. That little waypoint. second floor. Yep.
You're back. Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it. Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him. Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone. Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin. Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions a dozen times. Nothing. Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept. Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that. Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there, just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Alright.
Hey.
Yep, that's where I need to go. Head over to the Concord or to the tower. And find out who's been breaking in. Late night break-ins. They gotta get better security on here. They've only got a very easy lock. Super hackable. I think I need to wait till like 10 p.m. Okay. Let's try 11. There we go. I think I saw someone go in.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
Alright. So now I need to head to the monorail. I think it's on the ground level. Nope, I gotta go to the upper level, then to the monorail. Alright. Now I gotta go find the Colonel.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it. No? What happened? Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve. I'll have Curtis taken into custody. If he lets himself be taken alive, that is.
Alright. So that takes care of that quest. Let's do a little bit of whitewashing. Local map. Yes, I need to go upstairs to the Concord to check out the optional objective. And then head back to the strip. See what I can do there. Alright. I gotta leave the building before I can fast travel.
Howdy. Something I can help you with? Yes. He said he was looking into the water shortage, but I haven't heard back from him. Got the feeling he wasn't here in any official way. White was talking to me about computer stuff and water delivery schedules through the pipes, but I'm just a farmer. Tech stuff is beyond me. The last person I saw him talking to was Lieutenant Romanowski. Romanowski's around here somewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Alright.
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the Army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction. Corporal White is currently solving the mystery of the Great Water Shortage. Tried to convince me he had proof even. I didn't buy any of it. He went over to West Side to talk to Tom Anderson. Anderson's a follower of the apocalypse. Helps the people in West Side grow crops or something. I really don't see the connection. Look, I'm a soldier, not a scientist. I just do my job. Yeah.
Alright, now I gotta go talk to the followers of the apocalypse. Alright, we'll start here and make our way up. We'll also put on a weapon that isn't going to break. Not too worried about whatever is still alive around here. I should be able to easily kill them.
Aha!
Alright. I may clear that out at some point. Alright, the pack of skeletons is at war with someone.
Hey. Hey.
And I have found Thorn. We'll just keep pushing along and into West Side.
Anything new happening?
Let's talk to Anderson.
Tom Anderson, can I help you? No one by that name has come here, I'm afraid. You must have heard wrong. You can ask around if you like. They'll all tell you the same thing. Fair enough. Since you seem to have pieced it together, I won't insult you by denying it any further. I killed Corporal White to protect Westside's self-reliance. It was rash, and I regret it now. We don't have money to pay for the water, so I rigged a pump station to divert water to the local cisterns from time to time. I'll surrender on one condition. You protect Westside's secret. Without that water, this community won't survive long. I'll say that White and I had a falling out over a woman. A crime of passion, if you will. 10% of the co-op's profits. 20% it is. Etienne won't like it, but at least our secret will be safe. I'll turn myself in. Thank you for understanding.
Excellent.
Hi there. Welcome to the Westside Co-op. I'm Clayton Etienne. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, that, yeah. Anderson filled me in on the details. Just let me know when you'd like your order to be filled. Yeah, it just came in. Here's all of it.
All right, let's see what he's got for sale. Not much.
See you later.
All right. Head back to Camp McCarran. Turn the quest in. And start up the next one. This will make traveling a little faster.
You're back. I've already talked to Anderson, actually. Came in, confessed, and gave you credit for the whole thing. First time I've ever seen anything like that. It was like you'd done him some huge favor. I gotta hand it to you. This Dazzle must be some girl. But you, I owe you for this. You saved me a lot of work. And I'm sure Corporal White's family will be grateful to at least get some closure. The MPs keep a bunch of junk around that's confiscated off of people who decide to screw with us. I haven't really sorted through it, but go ahead and see if there's anything you can use in there. We keep it in a trunk across the hall, by the prison cells. Yep, see you around.
Excellent. I now have access to this. At least there's a super stim pack in it that's worthwhile. Alright, let's go talk to Ranger Grant. Hit Boulder City, because that's the closest. And accelerate our travel a little. Oh, right. Go around the mountain. Can't just grappling hook over it. snipe them a little. Big guys are hard to kill. But they do eventually die. If you fill them with enough lead. Well, I could turn them into flaming skeletons. I'm getting a little distracted, but it's a little bit of XP. Just burning up ammo on them. Missed that shot. Apparently skeletons don't take much damage from incendiary rounds. Kind of makes sense, there's nothing on them to burn. There we go. Couple explosive rounds and problem is solved. He was using 308. Okay. Let's continue around. Right shotgun and Tesla cannon. That would have done some serious damage. Oh. And I forgot about fall damage still being a thing to me. Right. Let's hit the Eldorado and go that way. Oh. Assassins have come after me. They're probably not happy that I killed Caesar. Okay, they can throw the gas bombs pretty far. where's the last one? Legion assassins dealt with. Just going to accelerate my walking. Oops. And I crippled my own leg again. At least I got over the mountain. Mostly over the mountain. There we go. This is the one to protect Kimball. Okay, yeah. I want to wait to do that. Let's hit Camp Forlorn Hope and see if there's anything I can do here.
I'm glad to see you here. We could definitely use your help. I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops, and the Legion is draining us both. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies. But unfortunately, we aren't getting a resupply anytime soon. I want you to speak with him and see if there's anything you can do for him.
Alright.
Looked at me and I just about surrendered. I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a shot at him, but we're still glad he's dead.
Alright.
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good. I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets. Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays. Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either. Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me, so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said. Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Alright. Let's go find the quartermaster.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done, and nobody here at the camp has the time or inclination to help me out. I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. This holotape contains the updated security codes for the ranger stations. Show it to the comm officers there. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies. Bye.
Alright. Let's find the quartermaster. That's first aid. That's the jail. Hope Shack. Barracks. Storage. So I'm guessing building next door to storage is the quartermaster. This one right here. Nope, that's the mess hall. Damn. Nope, quartermaster's just wandering the camp.
Wish I could have been there. Nice to see a friendly face around here. We don't get many visitors of your esteem. Something I can do for you? So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. Make it quick.
Alright. That's easy enough to do. Hop over to Helios 1. Talk to the Major outside. Or Lieutenant.
Yeah, they were here a while ago. Gave them all I could, which wasn't much. But as many problems as we're having here, I know they've got it worse. I've seen soldiers get assigned there. It's like they got told they were gonna die. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. If you're trying to track them down, we put a GPS marker in the supply crate. You can track it with your Pip-Boy. Good luck. Later.
Alright. Let's go find the supplies. They almost made it back. have a feeling I know what might have stopped them. Got all three of those geckos nice and easy. Ironically, the fire geckos weren't immune to incendiary 50 cal rounds. Alright. Ah, nope, it was Legion. Okay. I was hoping they would have had some money on them. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Time to deliver the bad news.
If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy for you. There aren't any. But something tells me you're not here for that. What do you want? I take it my men weren't dead. It's a high price to pay, but these supplies will save a few lives here. Thanks for finding these. You should check in with the Major. He'll want to know about this.
Alright.
We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here to help out, just stay out of my way. I heard. The extra supplies will help for a short time, but that only solves one of our problems. With all the Legion raids lately, we're running low on troops that can still fight. Some are injured, but even more are dead. I want you to check in with Dr. Richards and see if he needs any help getting our troops back on the front line.
Alright. Gotta go talk to the good doc.
I didn't expect to see you here. What can I do for you? With business booming like it is, and considering I'm the only person with medical experience in the camp, I could perhaps use a hand. Do you have any medical experience? Excellent. As you can see, we have a lot of injured troopers here, and I haven't had time to look at all of them yet. Since you have some medical experience, I'd like you to examine them and see what you can do to treat them.
Alright. That's one done. I don't have the medical brace, Med-X, and bone saw, but I do have the medicine. Oh. I can perform the operation.
Hey.
Any others? Doesn't look like it.
Unless it's urgent, you're going to... Excellent job. Where'd you learn to do all that? I don't think I could have done much better myself. Very impressive. As for the men, they'll recover soon and be back on the front lines in no time. Huh, the circle of life. I'll send word to Major Politely about your work here. Once again, you have my sincerest thanks.
Yeah, we'll just ignore the guy without a leg going back onto the front line. At least 2 of them will. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Back already? Dr. Richards said you did a good job in there. That's mighty high praise coming from him. With the help you've given us, we're doing a little bit better, but we still have the Legion forces at Nelson to deal with. If we can retake Nelson, that will be a huge help to our efforts in this area and give us an advantage at Hoover Dam. Not really, but we don't have much choice. If you help out more around camp, I could spare some additional men for the battle. Come back when you're ready.
Alright. I think this is a good place as any to call it a night, so I thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, I'll be live again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Saints Row the Third. Otherwise, you can follow the links below. The YouTube link will take you to my YouTube channel, where I've got an archive of some of my older stuff, as well as the Twitter link down below, where you can find my Twitter, where I occasionally shitpost. Otherwise, let's see here. Looks like Cheeky is currently online playing Lost Rift, so we're going to go give him a raid. I hope you all enjoy.